Yeah, whatever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, all my followers. Today is the first day of our free Forex Bootcamp, where we'll be teaching you the basics, the foundation of Forex market. Because we believe that whatever that you are going to do in life, if the basics is not strongly built, if the foundation is not strongly built, trust me, you are going to be wasting your time. There's no way you have a genuine or a satisfiable result at the end of the day. You understand? So the foundation is always the strong pillar of everything. Because of that, Show Me the Way FX Academy is here to teach you guys how to trade forex market, starting from the beginner level to the advanced level. If you are a complete beginner trader, you don't know anything about forex market yet, you have been trading for 2 to 3 years without being profitable, this course is for you. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make money with your smartphones. Those of you have been using your smartphones to scroll through TikTok and other social media without getting something out of that, today is going to be the end of everything. You understand? Because I'm going to be teaching you how to make money with your smartphone. I'm going to be teaching you how to make 200 Ghana cedis to 500 Ghana cedis in a week with your smartphone just by trading forex market. I know forex trading is not something new to most of you, but some have not yet discovered forex. Some have heard about it, but they don't know how to go by it. They don't know where to learn it or who to follow. You understand? So I'm here to teach you guys how to trade forex market from beginner level to the advanced level. For those of you who have never seen me before, I'm the person of Abdulrakib Mohammed, by popularly known as Kintech. I am the CEO of Show Me the Way FS Academy. So I'll be your instructor for this particular course. So make sure you give me your full attention and focus on whatever we are going to be learning in this particular course, because it's very important. We don't have to mess up, you understand? So today we are going to be talking about Forex. What is Forex is about? How can we have Forex market, and how can you be profitable? What are the importance of learning Forex market? That's what we're going to be talking about in this particular course. So basically, when you hear about Forex, what comes to your mind? What is Forex? You understand? Forex is simple, the exchange of foreign currencies. The FX simple means that foreign exchange. So the exchange of foreign currencies. What does this mean? For instance, you have a dollar and you want to exchange the dollar to Ghana cedis, or you have a naira and you want to exchange your naira for Ghana cedis, or you have a Ghana cedis and you want to exchange your Ghana cedi for naira. It means that you are exchanging two foreign currencies together. You understand? You are giving your own local currency out and you are accepting another person's local currency in. So that is the exchange of the forex market. It means that two things have to be exchanged, and these things in this particular course is about money. We exchange money. You understand? So we have a local forest bureau or a local forest houses where this exchanges happens physically. Those of you who have been traveling or who have traveled outside your country before, you can testify that when you travel to a different country, the currency that they spend out there is not the same as the currency that you spend in your country. Why? Because we have a different what legal systems and different what legal constitutions and laws and other things. You understand? So something that is accepted as a legal tender, a medium of an exchange in my country, might not be accepted as a legal tender or a medium of an exchange in another person's country. You understand? So if I'm leaving my country to the other person's country, it means that I have to exchange my own currency to that person's country currency before I can make a business transaction out there. Why? Because my local currency is not accepted as a legal tender of medium of an exchange. There's no any law enforcement on that particular currency which recognizes it as what money in that particular country. You understand? So whenever you are traveling to a different country, you have to exchange your local currency to that of the country you are moving to. You understand? So this is what we call foreign exchange. So for instance, if you have a brother in America and he want to send you money, or if the person send you money, which is called what, remittances, you can't go and withdraw the money in the same currency. For instance, he will send you what, $100. You can't go and take $100 from the bank. When you go, they will give you what, the exchange of $100 in Ghana cedis. The value of $100 in Ghana cedis. You understand? It means that currencies have been exchanged. He has sent you dollars, but you have received what, Ghana cedi in return. You understand? It means that you have exchanged dollar and Ghana cedi. So you have participated in what, in the forex market. So this is how forex transactions operate. You understand? You have a local forex houses where you can exchange currencies for one another. So what we are going to learn in this course is what the virtual representation or the digitalized way of doing these particular transactions with these particular exchanges. You know that the exchange of currencies or the value of currencies are not fixed. It circulates. You understand? So we are going to be separating the price differences, differences that exist between these particular currencies. You understand? So that's what we're going to be doing. We are going to be trading on the differences between these particular prices. So we call it what CFDs, contract for differences. You understand? So as traders, we have a software, a platform where the exchanges or the value of these particular currencies are being put together. So you have to compare two of them or to exchange one for another. So when you make your analysis, from your analysis, if you realize that or if you see that maybe in future the value of $100 to Ghana cedi will rise up to 15 Ghana cedis per $1. So you are going to buy dollar so that if it actually rise in price, you will make profits. So we are separating on what the price differences. So that is what we call a contract for differences. So this is what we're going to be learning in this particular course. So basically, this is how I can explain forex market to you as a complete beginner student. You understand? Exchange of foreign currencies to another, and this is a digitalized system or digitalization world where you can use your phone or your laptop to do this particular transaction without necessarily having what the physical cash of that particular currency. You don't need to have a physical Ghana cedis to exchange for a physical dollar or to have a physical naira to exchange for dollar. No, we are not going to be exchanging the money physically. You understand? But when you go to the local forex bureau, local forex houses, you exchange it what physically. But in this our discussion or in this forex trading industry, we try to to leverage on the exchange differences, the speculative system of the currencies. You understand? So we use the virtual representation of this particular scenario for this particular process that happens in the local forex bureau. So that is what we call forex trading. So we also have currencies. Currencies are things that have been recognized or regarded as money or as a legal tender that can be used to exchange for goods and services in a country. Anything that has monetary value that can be exchanged for goods and service in a particular country. You understand? That has a what? A legal enforcement, which make it legalized or which make it acceptable as a medium of an exchange in that particular country. That is what we call currencies. So in the forex market, we have nations or countries that have already been developed. So this country, their currencies have been regarded as a what? The stronger nations or the stronger currencies in the forex market. You understand? So these particular currencies is mostly the currencies that we trade in the forex market. Though you can find almost all the currencies in the forex market, but not all brokers will provide you every currency that you want to trade with. So because of that, the currencies have been grouped into three different categories. We have what? The major currencies, we have the minor currencies, and we have what? The exotic currencies. You understand? That is what the three categories of currencies that we have in the forex market. So as a beginner trader, you just have to focus on major currencies because these are the currencies that are widely traded by traders. You understand? That is the currencies that have more stability, that you can trust more. So we have the major currencies, which are the distance, the dollar, the pound, that's GBP, Japanese yen, JPY. We have Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Swiss francs, and the euro. You understand? These are the strongest currencies that have been recognized. You understand? In the forex market. So they call these currencies as major currencies. So when you see these currencies pair against each other with dollar, when you see any one of these particular currencies being paired against the dollar, we call it what? Major pairing or major pairs. The pair of the United States dollar with the 8 strong currencies. That is what we call what? The major pairing or the major currencies. For instance, if you see something like let's say GBP USD, pound against dollar. It's a major pairing because that's two strong nations currency being paired against each other to determine which one will be stronger than the other in a given period of time. You understand? So we call what? Major pairing. Another example is Euro USD. Euro being paired against USD. You understand? That's another one. Major pairing. We also have, let's say, USD JPY. This is US dollar against what? Japanese yen. You understand? USD CAD, USD dollar against Canadian dollar. You understand? A lot of them. You understand? So we have major pairs and we have minor pairs. So these minor pairs are when you see these particular currencies being paired against each other, with the exception of the United States dollar. So when you see these currencies, these 8 strong currencies paired against each other, with the exception of USD, that's the United States dollar, it is called a minor pairing. The pairing of these currencies against each other with the exception of the dollar. For instance, if you have what this GBP JPY, pound against Japanese yen, that's what a minor pair. You understand? Or if you have something, let's say GBP card, pound against what this is Canadian dollar. That's another one. Minor pairs. A lot of them. A lot of them. You understand? A lot of them. Card JPY, Canadian dollar against what? Japanese yen. So when you see these particular currencies paired against each other, with the exception of the dollar, we call them what? The minor pairs. And the last one is the exotic pairs. Exotic pairs simply means that the pair of these particular strong currencies against the upcoming developing economic countries. You understand? Countries that are still developing, for instance, Ghana, South Africa, Nigeria, a lot of countries, you understand? They're still developing countries. When you see their currencies being paid against these strong nations' currency, we call them what? Exotic pair. For instance, if you see, let's say, US dollar against South African rands, that's the US against the ZAR, or US dollar against Ghana cedis, or US dollar against Naira. It's called exotics. With this particular exotic spreads, less traders are on it. I don't want to say people are not trading, they are trading it, but not much people are interested in this particular currency because of what? The instability of their economy. So it is not advisable to be trading this particular currency as a beginner trader because of less volume or less traders on this particular currency. The spread out there is very wide, it's very huge. You can end up giving all your profit to your broker as a spread, you understand? Which is advisable and recommended to focus on the major pairs and the minor pairs as a beginner trader. So we have talked about Forex, the currency pairs. So that is what we are going to be talking about for today. You understand? So in our next video, we will talk much about this leverage, pips and lot sizes, and Forex sessions. You understand? Where you can trade Forex, what do you need to trade Forex. We will talk everything about it in our next lesson. So that is all I have for you today in this particular lesson. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, just please use 1 second of your time, click on the subscription button, turn on the bell notification icon, so whenever you have a beautiful content like this one, you won't be left out. And those of you who have been trading for the past 6 months, 1 year, 2 years without being profitable, you can DM me saying, I want to learn Forex. I'll take you through. I'll teach you all the proven strategies that I have been using in my 3 to 4 years of trading experience. You understand? I have been trading for more than 3 years right now. So I have a lot of experience and I know a lot of things that you shouldn't have been doing, because in my 2 years, I suffered a lot in my 2 years. It was all miserable, losing money day in, day out. So I know all the mistakes that you are doing currently, which is keeping you away from being profitable. So if you want to change your story and to also become a profitable trader, make sure you DM me by saying, I want to learn Forex. So I'll take you through. You understand? Click on my YouTube link under my bio. It will direct you to the YouTube channel where you can watch the full video, and all the video will be posted in the YouTube channel. You understand? So make sure you use this opportunity to change your financial situation, to also change your life. Trading is something that you will learn which can keep you throughout your entire life. You understand? There won't be a time where you cannot trade again unless you lose your sight. You can't see again. You understand? Even if you can see and you don't have hands, you can still trade. You understand? So just make sure you use this opportunity very well to learn how to trade, to also change your financial situation. So this is what I have for you in today's video. I'm out.